So they come in with the big advantage here. But if Ray's able to, especially in this extended set, if Ray's able to perhaps figure out the sorts of things that Destper's going for, then that can make it tough, but Destper's going to make it even tougher as they throw out the down heavy after taking us off. You know what it means, you know what it means. It means you got to respect that button. You got to respect this button right here if you're going to get on top of Destper here. And since it comes in with it, it's the low profile grab cancels. That have been really effective. It's kind of a cheat code because of the way hitboxes work. There's that normally below the ground on Sig is dead space anyway, so you're just getting a bigger Sig by doing that outright. As Destper going for the read, but Ray just do gets the side signature saying Destper off stage, but they go high, able to nearly get the set. It's the weapon tosses that have really been setting Destper apart. I think this bracket so far, able to in a lot of positions just free up so much space and be so accurate on them as well, because we know that Destper is really like focusing on these guitars. If they go onto hammer, it's going to be quite difficult to mount that same kind of pressure. So they're very trusting in their weapon tosses here. As Ray does equalize the stocks, Destper is probably just going to do a down heavy here, right? Not quite. Is staying respectful here. But Ray slicing and dicing with the swords, able to keep Des away. Des comes with the slicing, nearly able to punish that Salik do. But not quite as the DC comes through, but is punished this time. Ray's learning the tricks of Destper here. And Desper's not able to get much of a hold on his stock. Going for the Russian Mafia combo there, but not quite able to come through. As it is no longer true, unfortunately. Has not been for... Was it ever, actually? I don't think so. If not for very many years. But in any case, you're able to finally take the stock out from Ray. Might be able to get some extra credit here, but Ray's probably going to be looking for maybe a down signature here. No! Des throws away the weapon here. The weapon toss is not working with Des anymore. As Ray standing back with the gauntlets, but not really throwing out a lot, actually. Just kind of staying back, waiting for Destper to throw out the signatures and then get the punish on them. Which is definitely a very super duper viable strategy if your opponent is representing a lot of signature attacks. Just sort of holding back that one bit, bait it out, know your hitboxes, know your damage ranges, and able to get that good punish. As Destper, however, has been pulling it back. We saw a hammer signature come out there. The first hammer signature we've really seen for a good long while. As Destper's been focusing so hard on these guitars. But they're able to close it up, and we go down to less stock. I do believe that Destper has just been waiting on respawn for the frames. Not to get much for that. Not sure that idea was going to hit. Still going to get another hammer combo, but unfortunately, again, Ray is just dodging those and not letting him get that 3-piece on the hamstring. So maybe could just be going for the Sair in these positions. But Destper wants more. Destper wants more. Okay, in this case, we do just go for the Sair, but from that position, it's not quite going to come through. What could be this going to be? Just actually dashes back and looking to serve up and play more with the hammer. Hammer shouldn't really struggle finding the KO confirms, and the Light Sair is going to give Destper game number 1 in this set. Like, so definitely showing definitely a bit more breadth in the character pool so far. In the last set versus Deimos, it was a lot of guitars. But showing more of the hammer this time. Windows crazy. I mean, yeah, like they're not a weapon you're seeing super duper a lot at the top level right now. But they could be. I think they definitely could be due. Katars definitely has.
3, 2,
the last time Katars had a moment was some time ago. So you could be seeing something's coming through here as we get into game number 2. There's with the set advantage and with the grand finals advantage as well, so it's looking super duper comfortable right now. But Ray has definitely been showing that, like, Destper definitely started that first game with a super big lead, and Ray brought it pretty close to being back. So saying that you have to definitely keep playing honest here if you really want to be able to secure this entire best of 5 against Ray here. As Ray starts off with a lead, looking for the swords, but the Sair is overspaced. Weapon toss looking to break up the neutral, but not able to get too much beyond that. Recovery comes through. Dead to D-Sig coming through. Yeah, true. Yeah, everything got nerfed last patch. It was brutal. But yeah. It's just sort of a more like a flow thing. Where it's just been a while, and typically weapons that are good have been good for some time. It just takes that one player to really put it over the top. As Destper is able to find the stock there with the guitars. Not with the hammer, with the guitars. As they starve out Ray, they had another set of guitars primed. We're going to get the D-Sig at white. Like, it's an interesting option to go for. It's sort of, you are kind of burning that reed on what will be a nice bit of damage, but not so much beyond that. But maybe you want to be throwing that on an extended guitar string instead. In any case, Destper is looking to patrol the corner with the D6 there, but Ray staying on the time for that. Gets the jump Sare! An option they've been actually representing quite a lot throughout this set, to just jump in and get a Sare to look to get the spiking what's at the side stage. First time it's really hit. Dodge into Neutralite is going to be punished. Side signature, but it's going to be dodged by Ray. Another Grand Cancel side signature. But again, Ray, it's the same situation where Ray is just going to stand their ground in the corner and dodge it. Like, Destper has not been able to get the same kind of, like, sort of fun off-stage engagements they were in their previous sets. Ray playing much more solidly and not letting them, not kind of, I guess, falling for the bait almost on being able to be knocked off stage. The hammer going to come through. Hammer sends off stage, but when it does low, it's going to be not quite. The D-Light is too high to get the approach there. Let's see what it's do. Does just dash in with the D-Light with the down signature. Like, as Ray gets a new signature there. Like, it was like, it's a fun debate. It's like it's sometimes I believe, but sometimes it is pretty. Hammer Sare is way slower than most other Sares in the game. That's a very heavy move. So it depends on what you're throwing out and what the context is. As Des nearly gets the guitar chased on shore, Dare off the stage, which should put Ray in a super duper spot. Gets another punish on the signature, looking for a dodge up there. Not able to find it as Ray stays low. Gets a punish of their own after, and gets the dodge stage, looking for the chase dodge Sare. Not quite. Just going to get back on stage though, and Ray looking again to go super duper high. Then is really upset with the high recoveries. As the Destper classic, you might even want to call it at this point, of Solid D-Light D-Sig makes its mark this time. And D-Sig through, moving us down, stuff at the recovery. Gets the, actually waits out the spot dodge there, but not able to find it. Side signature for that point on stage, not to go. Looking to go all the way up with the hammer, but the Nair is going to do it. And the celebratory ground pound afterwards puts Destper up 2-0 over Ray. Especially at the game, not so quite seeing. But Destper is able to get back to sort of re-centralize with the hammer, and we have the pick coming out. We have the double pick coming out, double blind pick coming out here. As Ray's just going to double check their drip real quick. Going with the Roman Reigns on the Taros as Destper changes to, of all things, the Magia. Like, put that one in the thumbnail. Like, as we'll see what happens in our game number 3 of Grand Finals here. So we saw Great Sword, I believe, in one game way back in like losers top 32, I think. Piloted by, I forget exactly who it was, and they played mostly swords and also on Jayan, so not a lot really to go on here. But Destper is bringing it out. I mean, I guess to an extent it makes sense. You do get the hammer carried over, but most Micro players hate hammer, so tossed it away. Let's see how the Greatsword does. Get a Dare, really get a follow-up beyond that. As we see what Destper can do. He's playing very aerial though with the Greatsword. Not something that you typically do. Greatsword having one of the best grounded kits in the game, with just so many options as we get the D-Light approach. Not able to get a follow-up on that. Stops there from Ray. So interesting stop here from Ray. It's actually, funny enough, one of our first time seeing a Teros in bracket here today. Is Teros gone yet? I don't know. But Ray is up, getting another D-Light Sare, just reliable damage build up. Nearly comes out with the Sare of their own. Oh, but Destper gets slightly greedy with the reverse Sare on there. Really wanted to send Ray off. Well, yeah, true. It is a game 3 of Grand Finals pick, if you want to say it. You get the nearly gets the follow with the new signature there for the bridge, but Ray's definitely been tearing actually with both weapons, actually with both axe and the hammer. The D comes through, just send high, stays over the D signature there. And looking to get the knockout with the hammer here, probably like a D-Light Sare, probably not going to go for any Russian Mafia nonsense here, reliable stuff, but actually just staying high and going for Dares, looking to catch Ray going aggressive with an option, does finally find that of the approach from the side light, and it's probably going to stick the Greatsword here, absolutely, and see what they can't get done. See if they can get some greatsword reads. Looking to weapon self out Ray here. Which you want to do to tell us not being particularly very threatening with the unarmed kit. Barely squeaks that one out. Though Ray's been doing a super good job at staying elusive on this. Like, despite being unarmed from a weapon for this time, most of what Destper's been able to do has only been on unarmed. So super duper well done at mitigating that weapon advantage there from Ray. And not letting Destiny's right grab because the delight comes through. The desig read off the bridge is gonna be nice. The neutral signature off stage, if it the reverse, that could have been absolutely lethal. But Ray able to turn around with the side air and get that KO. But still up. Destper is definitely bringing it back though in this last game. Definitely been left in a lot more stakes. Definitely able to get on with it. I wonder if the hammer down signature is going to come through yet. But Ray's not been a player that it's been one to hang on to ledge very long. So. No, they've got to find its mark as a hammer nair comes through, but that's not quite enough. Starlet sent off stage. Gets them also with the dare, but they both trade weapons actually. And they were both unarmed, so no one of them was able to really finish off that edge guard without a weapon. Another Gravity like using it the same way as the gravity cancel down signatures from before. I guess just a spacing that Destper is really comfortable with and knows when to pull it out and when to not. So it's funny how even when the weapons change, gets a nice little read there with the greatsword, able to get a good foil combo, which is what we were seeing. Gets it down like into the bridge there, like the offstage, but the down air. Wait a minute. You thought Ray was up. You thought Ray was going to be able to sneak one out with the Rose character in the game. But no, we have Destper on the Magyar, pulling it out of nowhere. Sending Destper off stage, stuffing out the options with the greatsword down here. Edge guarding with the greatsword. Not even what you expect from that anyway. But showing, doesn't matter weapon, no matter character. Destper always has more left in the tank and is our winner of the third training room tourney.